You know, if I had $1 for every time someone said, I just don't know what to do, I'd probably be retired on a beach somewhere by now. But here's the thing, great leaders don't always know the perfect answer either. They just know how to decide with confidence. And let's be honest, how many times have you hesitated on a decision, second guessed yourself, or waited for more information only to realize later that you should have acted sooner? What if I told you that indecision is more dangerous than making the wrong decision? That's right. Great leaders don't always get it right, but they always decide with confidence. Today, let's talk about how they do it, how great leaders make tough decisions without fear, self-doubt, or endless overthinking. And you know why this matters? Leadership is basically a never-ending series of tough decisions. Do we launch this product now or wait for more testing? Do I hire this person or keep looking? Or do we take this risk or play it safe? The problem is hesitation leads to missed opportunity. And here's the kicker, even if you make the wrong call, taking action builds momentum. People trust leaders who are decisive even if they don't always agree with them. How do great leaders make tough calls? Let's break it down. Number one, clarity over perfection. Most people get stuck waiting for perfect information. They tell themselves, I just need more data, or I will decide once I am 100% sure. Here's the truth, perfection is an illusion. You will never have all the answers. Like, great leaders know that a clear decision made today is better than a perfect decision made too late. They gather what they can, assess the risks, and move forward, because in business, in leadership, and in life, momentum beats hesitation. Big idea number two, the 70% rule. Jeff Bezos has this decision-making principle, I think in one of his books. If you have 70% of the information you need, make that call. Waiting until you are 90 to 100% sure is too slow. By the time you are totally confident, the opportunity is gone. Think about that. The founder of Amazon, the guy who built the biggest companies on the planet, makes decisions with only 70% certainty. If it's good enough for him, it's good enough for us, right? Big idea number three, emotion versus logic. Finding the balance between emotion and logic. Some leaders rely on gut feelings. Others demand pure data. And the best leaders, they balance both. They understand when to trust their instincts and when to step back and analyze the numbers. It's like being a pilot. Sometimes you fly based on what you see. Other times you fly based on the instrument. Smart leaders know when to trust experience, or when to listen to the data, and when to blend. Big idea number four, reversible versus irreversible decision. Not every decision is actually final. Great leaders separate decisions into two categories. Number one is reversible, can be adjusted later, so make them fast, or irreversible, like long-term impact, so they think them through carefully. Here's the mistake most people make. They treat every decision like it's irreversible. They overthink things that don't actually need to be perfect. And meanwhile, true leaders move fast on reversible decisions and spend their real energy on the high-stake one. If you can undo it later, make the call. Keep moving, right? Big idea number five, owning the decision, win or lose. Here's what separates real leaders from everyone else, and they take responsibility. They don't blame the economy. They don't blame bad advice. They don't blame their team. They own their decisions. Even if things go wrong, they adjust, they learn, and they move forward. People trust leaders who stand by their choices, because confidence isn't about always being right. It's about having that courage to decide, to adapt, and keep leading. So let's take a real-world example. When Elon Musk was on the verge of bankruptcy with Tesla and SpaceX, he had a choice: save one company and let the other die, the last of his money between both, and risk losing everything. And most people would have played it safe, but he made the bold decision to bet everything he had. When he was, was he 100% sure he would work? Absolutely not. but he had enough information to make an educated risk, and most importantly, he was willing to own the outcome. And that's what great leaders do. And now let's see some do's and don'ts. Number one, act decisively with available data. Momentum matters. Do experience and numbers, not just one or the other. Do be adaptable so you can adjust as new information. And now on the don't side, don't overanalyze until opportunities pass, and don't make fear-based decisions, and don't avoid accountability if things go wrong. And what's the first thing or first step you can take right now? Think about a pending decision in your life or in your business. Are you waiting for too much information on that? Is it reversible or irreversible? And can you apply the 70% rule and act, decide, move forward, adjust if you need? And because real leaders don't wait for perfect certainty, they create certainty through action. And if you want to master this skill at the highest level, you need to surround yourself with the best, and that's exactly why Stardom Circle exists. It's where the best entrepreneurs and thought leaders and high-level experts, they come together to sharpen their skills. So if you're ready to elevate your leadership and make decisions with unshakable confidence, join us at stardomcircle.com. Great leaders aren't the ones who get every decision right. They are the ones who decide, learn, and keep leading.